let's just get into the readings. I just know there's someone wants back in. Okay, someone wants back in, and then someone's playing hard to get. So what wants to come back? Okay, so you have passion, true love, trust, reconciliation, soulmate. This is a lot of energy. So to me, this is confusion. Like when I get all this, it's like, okay, are we supposed to be good together? Yeah, there's a lot of passion. So this to me also introduces early stages of relationship. I like you. I feel good around you. Here, reconciliation, that's that desire. But the trust, I feel there's lack of trust. Some of you are like feeling, okay, if there's a third party situation, this is where they go. You have children. A lot of it is childhood. So this reading, some of you have a lot of childhood wounds to heal, which is why I addressed a lot transformation. It was 222 when I said that. So that means duality. There are lessons here. I see justice. There is a need for balance. But children, some of you may have a child with your person, but there you go, separation. I think this is childhood issues, and I hate to me, that's such a surfaced way to describe the internal battle of a human soul, because everything starts from childhood. But I'm going to just know that it's deeper than that. We might go into some codependent energies because I have cards on that as well. But clearly, this is what causes, there you go, release the X also in the bottom. This is what causes the push and pull in a relationship. So someone really has these attachment issues. That's really what it comes down to. Really unhealthy attachment issues that interpret push and pull energy as a form of love. So, okay, that to me is a lot. I'm going to put this here, this here. Let's see what's going on here for you, Scorpio, because clearly, actually, let's pull some interference. So let's see what's interfering the energy of this relationship. What is interfering here, Spirit? What are some interference energies for Scorpio's connection? Yeah, so here we go. Yep, emotional whirlwind. This is what I'm saying. Affected, dramatic, unstable. This is a person who likes push and pull. This emotional whirlwind is a contradiction to what the soul, where the healing needs to take place. If you're new to my channel, my readings are extremely deep in the sense of the soul and what needs to take place here in the soul of transitions in order to really have healthy relationships. Yeah, so here, I don't normally have reversals. I think my cards fell, but here receptive is in reverse. That means the heart isn't open. Receptive in this deck is open heart, softness, vulnerability, and yep, rejection in the bottom. So there's an energy of just not willing to open up. So here we have past life, karmic lessons, repeated patterns. That's why I said this is a lesson. This to me, this push and pull is a lesson. I feel justice energy with this. I feel the balance of the scales. Usually I feel also the Six of Pentacles. I always feel like that has to do with our karma, how we've given of ourselves, our love, our generosity, our time. So deja vu is a need to repeat patterns too, reconciliation. So if things don't get resolved, this could just be a repeated pattern. Damaged heart, we have shattered, damaged, broken hearted, destroyed. Yeah. And this is, I feel this is the woundedness that one person is. So they go into this, oh my God, this wounded wall. They have a wall. Here we have solitary. Yeah. So withdrawn, lonesome, single. This is a form of withdrawal. Again, I feel that push and pull. It's almost like it's an interpretation and then this very unhealthy pattern to seek attention in a way that subconsciously they may not even be aware of, because they interpret that seeking as protection or defensive or just, standards. But the truth is, if it's constantly repeating patterns and creating disconnect with your connections, then therefore it's not healthy, right? Which is again putting them in an emotional whirlwind. Someone here is very like, it just doesn't have their emotions stable. All right, so let's get into the main spread here, Scorpio. What do we have for Scorpio in love? For some of you, I feel like this person, there's an energy of someone keeping exes around. And I get this message pretty often for Scorpios. I think with, all right, I'm gonna keep it here. I think with Sag as well. So there, I knew it. Guys, this is the Six of Pentacles. This is why I say karma, the scales. In this deck, it doesn't look like the scales, but material and spiritual prosperity in this deck. Six of Pentacles is the balancing of ourselves, our material and spiritual, how we feel, who we give our time to. There's a lot that's being thought out. Six also was very big on my general reads for the month of December, which is an energy of needing to harmonize, to bring balance, right? The soul needs it. So here we have emotional withdrawal. I love how we have emotional withdrawal and emotional with whirlwind. So the instability of emotions creates distance. And this is why there's this distance, because this is a form of, this is a pattern. It's a, again, it's a behavior pattern that this person operates from. It's a, oh my God, why the words are not coming out my mouth, but it's definitely how this person operates from, in terms of predictability. Here we have the Star. Obviously there's a healing that needs to take place, but I also know that this is also an energy of wishing things can kind of come back. But I feel like there's an energy in the Star of not knowing, not understanding how, really. Emperor energy. I feel the wall here with this Emperor. So this is just a form of control. This is solar plexus. I always associate this with Empress energy. So there's a need to know, understand flow and meaning of life. And I love that this is under the Eight of Cups, because there's a questioning about meaning of life here. Again, guys, I go deeper into the soul. So does a person really think in this way? No, but I can tell you the deeper meaning of the unspoken words. And even though this person may not associate their distance with the meaning of life, it really is their disconnect. So here we go with intuition. It is the healing and the going within. So this is more of the isolation. We're back into the solitary, right? So there's a need for isolation all the time. And then Three of Pentacles. I feel self-worth issues with this Three of Pentacles with the Emperor above it. So there's a control of how the outside world, Pentacles, views them. So this is kind of a kind of a false self attachment, right? This is what I'm saying, an attachment to aversion. Getting around this Eight of Cups. Why the Eight of Cups? Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, so this person, Seven of Wands and the Nine of Swords. And there goes you, Scorpio, death. It's a way to kind of take a step back. I feel they're ungrounded. So their emotions, I don't have to do reversals, but it's showing up with the Nine of Cups and the Seven of Wands. This person is unstable. They're not grounded enough. So they need to disconnect to really find, I honestly don't think, I think this is a pattern. This is why the deja vu is here. I'm going to pull for that Queen of Pentacles, because I know it has to do with some just instability, right, of themselves. Death again. So Scorpio, this may be you. And there goes the Six of Cups. So the past energy and Eight of Cups in the bottom. There's definitely past energy. Some of you, it has to do with the feminine energy. Again, this represents the meaning of life, the groundedness, Mother Nature, mom wounds, father wounds, right? Because 3 is Empress also. Let me get more on this Queen of Pentacles. Oh my God, guys, seriously. Seven of Wands again. So, all right. There's a guardedness, clearly. Guard, 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 guard. Right now is not the time. So it's easy to close things up and to face them. And that's just the space this person or someone here gets. So clearly death energy twice. Give me more of this star. Hanged Man. Yeah. I mean, this is what I'm saying. This is perspective. I think this person, you know, obviously there's a connection here. There is, and they're feeling a certain type of way here. And it's almost like not knowing how to begin communication. Someone's really being deceptive, Seven of Swords, in terms of movement, holding back. You know, bottom of that is the Moon. So it's like, I do feel this person needing to be chased with the star, so they take a step back and don't bother. Give me more on the star. Again, it's a form of response. Wheel of Fortune and the Chariot. So this is very much, I mean, we've got 4 major arcanas here. So the wheel wants to turn here, and things will change when this thing's, oh my God, and the star again. So a lot of healing, and it goes the Six of Pentacles. I think this is because the High Priestess is here. It's hard to give these readings when I go so deep. So because the High Priestess is here, clearly this is a big lesson someone here is undertaking. Like, and I don't know if they're going to learn this lesson, but I feel the connection is, this is a situation where the soulmate connection triggers, is a catalyst to change, an internal change, which is why death is here and showed up twice as well. So it is a catalyst of change. And this may be a connection that it's either short-term or long-term, but it doesn't matter because it's really making someone go within and deal and cope with their meaning of life, heal their feminine energy, balance out the masculine energy, because obviously there's feminine and masculine energy interrupting what could possibly be a good connection here. So here more on this Emperor. Okay, the Emperor. I just feel air quality here. So there goes again a need for solitude. So this is a person who withdraws and has fear of taking initiatives, taking leaps in life. It's almost like, you know, back to the solitary. It's a form of control here. And so they withdraw in order, again, it's a coping mechanism. And I'm going to clarify that Fool, because I feel they fear the newness of things. Give me more of the Fool. It's like uncharted territory. Oh my God. Yeah. King of Wands and Queen of Wands. This is a very strong, like, I need to control my emotions. And for some of you who I told you this could possibly be a third party situation, this person could probably have exes around and it's just a cope. Oh my God. And there goes the Empress and a Queen of Pentacles and a King of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. Scorpio. Listen, Scorpio, I'm going to say what I'm going to say here. You're not going to like it, because this is a person who is operating out of a certain programming. I don't think they close doors here. This is not a person, and I don't, you know, this is why it's a catalyst. You don't need to care what that growth potential is. If it works to your favor, maybe, but there's too much noise. There's too much in their head. And it's going to be very difficult for them to identify, because we do have Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. And this is what I'm saying. It's going to be very difficult for them to identify it for themselves overnight. This is a long journey of the Hermit, because this Hermit is wisdom. It's also the star in the center. So the star is the catalyst to make them go within. But there's stages to this Hermit. This Hermit can go a month like this, which means depression, detached, maybe goes back to old patterns. A month like this, where they go quiet and they think about things. But then a week later like this, you just don't know. Again, the unstable emotional whirlwind, affected, dramatic, unstable. Their reactions can be very, it's a form of escapism. All right, so let's get into this 3. Again, I told you Empress energy. I really feel this has a lot to do with wounded feminine here. And we're on this solar plexus. 10 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles. I told you. So the cards are back out. 5 of Cups and the 5 of Pentacles. This is their woundedness. Their feminine energy feels abandoned. It feels like they don't deserve love. And 10 of Swords. It's really an emotional whirlwind. There goes that air quality. They block. So this is a person who has a certain coping mechanism, and this feels very repeated. This is a repeated pattern, a repeated wounded pattern, as a form of preservation, and what they perceive as preservation. Okay, so let's see this High Priestess. Oh my goodness, this is deep. This is hard. Readings like this are really difficult to give, Scorpio, because my soul and my spirit feels so much. It's not, I go beyond the veil, I go beyond, and so I feel my clairsentience really gets strong in these energies. So let's see what the High Priestess has to say here, because this is also a form of coping mechanism, I find. Give him on this High Priestess. Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. So they go in and they go and isolate themselves. They shift their focus. Knight of Pentacles, slow. It's a form of slowing things down. And I think they just think about working things out with you and not really taking much action. I think this is like once upon a time. Yep, the 4 of Wands. Could they be in a commitment? 8 of Cups, and actually have a commitment, 10 of Pentacles. But they don't know how to do that, because then they get into this Knight of Swords energy where they're fleeting. Their energy's fleeting, and it's again uncharted territory, so it creates uncomfortable energies. I think this person definitely is learning this lesson slowly, because again, when you have a repeating pattern, either you fall to a level of narcissism, because obviously there's degrees of narcissism, and there's that lower level degree of narcissism where we fall into the level of denial. This is a kind of person that can fall into denial eventually, because I mean, when you have repeating patterns like this, at the end of the day, there's only one common denominator. You've changed relationships so many times. There's only one common denominator, you know? So give me around this 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, so this person really is needing to learn a sense of self-love, Ace of Cups. We have Judgment here, and there goes the High Priestess. I think this person's going to make their way back to you, and I feel it's for validation. So make the judgment call here, Taurus. Oh my God, some of you are dealing with a Taurus. Make the judgment call here, Scorpio. So let me call out some signs that I see, because there's so many people here. You have Gemini, Virgo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, like yourself, strong Pisces. You have Aquarius here. But I feel this person is definitely, this is a reconciliation here. So this person is going to make their way. So there's a lot to think about here. They're going to make their way back to you. And this is definitely where the discernment is. I would warn the empaths to be careful because it could be a clinging energy. But this person's going to make their way back. All right, so let's see what the blockages are. Yeah, there you go. Comfort zone. Step out of your comfort zone. They don't know how to do that. And then we have avoidance, avoiding the truth. They will. And look at this, guys. Can't breathe, anxiety, and depression. What did I tell you? This is a very unstable. This person 1 week is depressed. Sometimes they come out of it. Maybe that's when they feel good and they engage in other relationships that they don't close out. Be careful for those who say, oh, they're just friends. Oh, and there goes again, emotions are heightened right now. I don't know. Scorpios, you guys got a really big decision here. There's everything about this person's emotions being unstable. They're going to make their way back, but this is a comfort zone. This is just something, it's a trauma response. It's a trauma response, and it's the only one they know. So let's see what the codependent energies are here. This could be a mirroring energy too. So let's see what the codependent energies are. Suspiciousness, oh my God, is a quality of distrust and disbelief. Give yourself reasons why you feel this. This is exactly what it is. This person goes into like what ifs. Suspiciousness is a quality of distrust and disbelief. They don't believe that things can be good. This is why I'm telling you, this meaning of life to them has a lot to do with this 5 of Cups and this 5 of Pentacles and this betrayal they feel. They go into this space of mental noise, and it's a constant exhaustion. It's hard for them to find anything that soothes this. This is a very difficult position for this person, but anyone who tries to engage in a connection with them. So let's see what the lessons are. What are the lessons for this connection? Oh dear. Distance. There's too much distance to maintain this connection. Yeah. The distance is their emotional issues. They will continue to make this push and pull energy. Let's see another. Recharge. Retreat now for important self-care. This is for you, Scorpio. So take care of yourself. Retrieve now. This isn't, that's why I said earlier, someone wants to come back, but someone has a wall. So this is definitely an energy of just kind of let things be, and you'll know what to do. Let your emotions kind of also resolve themselves and see, because you're going to also probably see the patterns of this person. Guidance, follow your heart. The only way to be happy is to get out of your head and to allow your heart to follow your heart. Listen to your inner child to learn what it means to feel what you want instead of thinking about it. Your heart is the only one who knows the right way for you. So this could go either for you, Scorpio, or a cross watcher, because we're back to, like I said, the inner child, the wounded inner child. So this is definitely a guidance for those who have to kind of get out of their heads, right? This can create more and more of this life and this instability in connections if we don't get out of our comfort zone. So I'm going to leave it there, Scorpio. I love you. Please like, share, subscribe.